Hey everyone, welcome to the Cyberman Show. Now, I'm sure if you've been following AI, one of the most common things that people are discussing is AI going to replace my job? And I'm sure people in cybersecurity are wondering, will AI replace cybersecurity jobs? I think that's the wrong question. The right question is, which new jobs is AI creating? Now, what I did is I went through some data. I went through hiring data, funding data, earnings, workforce studies, and the answer is much more interesting than the headlines. Okay? So it's not as simple. Now, why people are worried is because of the scary numbers. There's 34% drop in entry level jobs since 2020. There is a 53% drop in tier 1 jobs in security operations. And I can validate this because I get a lot of CVs on LinkedIn from SOC analyst. There is approximate 25% drop in entry level hiring at top 15 tech firms globally, and 50% of L1 tasks will be automated by 2028 across all industries. But if you look at the full picture, there's a 12% increase in overall cybersecurity postings year on year. There is a active list of openings around over 500,000 globally, and then over $6 billion have been raised in AI security funding, which is a new domain in 2025. And some of the reports are saying that there is a 56% wage premium for AI skill. So the real story is more interesting and more actionable, and that's why we are here. Okay. Now, what we have to do is we have to find our domain. We have to understand what's happening, and this will decide what happens in next 18 months. So as I said, there is a shrinking job role which includes SOC Tier 1, security architecture, admin level GRC, threat intelligence. We have to start pivoting now. We have to learn AI tools or move to a growing domain. Now, where it is bit stable and slowly shifting is vulnerability management, application security, and network security. We have to add AI skills on this side. Where this is actually growing is cloud security, data privacy, IAM, penetration testing, IR, and digital forensics. Okay. Now, this is the right place. These are the hottest domain from cybersecurity perspective. Okay. Now, what we'll do is we will double click on what I've just said. So let's take SOC and GRC where there's maximum impact. A company called Intezer that claims that they have 98% accuracy in handling security incidents in security operations, and they can do triage in less than 2 minutes. Gartner says that 50% of L1 tasks will be automated by 2028. IBM says AI organization contain breaches 100 days faster in their recent breach report. And L1, L2 roles are merging into a single tier. Remember, the role is not going, it's transforming. There's a new role. It's called AI augmented SOC analyst. And if you look at the US job data, the salaries that are being offered are 85,000 to 120K. Similarly, what's happening is on the GRC side is that 50% of enterprises have started using AI for compliance, which is up from 10% in 2021 as per Gartner. Okay, there's 62% efficiency improvement. Why? Because of automation, right? Things like data entry, report generation, control testing, evidence creation, it's getting automated. So admins are getting replaced, strategists are not. So there are new roles created called AI compliance specialists. And again, the salary ranges in the US market are between 80K to 110K. Now, what is also getting affected in terms of domains is security architecture and then threat intelligence. Why? Because a lot of uh, pers- these jobs are now automated. They run on autopilot. Now, where is the demand exploding? Cloud security, IAM, data privacy, top three. But cloud security is the single best bet. There's a 77% skill gaps as per some of the reports. Now, whatever report I've mentioned, in every slide that is there on my YouTube channel, you will find a link to this report. So I'm not making this out of thin air. I'm backed by data, as I said previously. There's a 77% report skill gap in cloud security. That's your best bet. Cloud CNAP is a market. It's growing from 5 billion to approx 10 billion by 2030. And then similarly in IAM, there are 33,000 plus postings. Now, where the difference is NHIs. As per some of the CyberArk reports, non-human IDs will outnumber humans by 82:1. For every human, there will be 82 non-human identities. And 78% of the organization don't have any AI identity policy. I'm sure you're understanding the pattern here. If you look at AppSec, similarly, 40% of Copilot code suggestions have vulnerabilities as per reports. One security expert per 100 dev, that's the ratio today. More AI code, as we all know, everybody can be a builder now, means more AppSec demand. Similarly, on data privacy, there's a 30% year-on-year demand increase. 68% more staff needed for AI governance, not fewer. Penetration testing. AI tools will create demand. We will have everyone creating software. Anything that is AI powered, which is pen testing GPTs, will make it easy for juniors or early in the career folks to use these tools. Now there are acts coming. So example, EU AI Act. It will drive new sort of compliance. Okay. And all this is structural in nature. Now, remember this one line. Models are to be used, not to be believed. I'm repeating it again. Models are to be used, not believed. Because AI doesn't know what it's showing in the context, right? So 29% of security teams trust AI to act independently. Okay. 80% witness unauthorized AI agent actions in the reports. Also, AI can triage 10,000 alerts, get 9998 right, but miss the two that matter. We as defenders have to be right every time. We can't trust AI. Now look at Anthropic. I did this episode almost, I think, 2 weeks back. They came up with a report where they shared that Chinese state-sponsored group used cloud code for espionage. They targeted 30 large companies in September 2025. Okay. So AI is a powerful tool, but it doesn't understand intent, ethics, or business context. That's our job. That's what we will have to learn. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some more stats about the new domains that are coming because of this. Now, let me tell you a story. Okay. So in 2024, 3 alumni of Unit 8200 found a company called Koi Security. Now, if you don't know about Unit 8200, just look it up. It's very interesting. Look at the founders and what they did. They raised $48 million for Koi Security, 10 million seed and 38 million Series A. In Feb, Palo Alto Networks, Feb this year, Palo Alto Networks acquired Koi for $400 million. It's an 8x return in 1 year. Now, if you look at the product, it works in securing AI agents for endpoint devices. It's a category we have never heard of. It is a new category. It didn't have a name 2 years back. So when a 1-year-old startup gets 400 million for something nobody was thinking about in 2023, that's AI creating careers. Remember, AI is creating new careers. And it's not alone. A company called 7AI, look it up, raised largest cyber A round ever, $130 million in Series A. Noma Security raised $100 million. This is 1,300% ARR from stealth, right? And they are not outliers. This is a pattern. It's a pattern. Remember that. Okay. Now there are new domains getting introduced. So there are domains like AI red teaming, quantum safe crypto, AI agent security didn't exist. Now quantum safe crypto is directly not related to AI, but it is still cybersecurity. It is still a new domain. So let's look at AI red teaming. EU AI Act wants you to be compliant by August 2026. There are penalties in millions of dollars or 7% of the revenue. And by the way, if you are using 1.5 million plus models, one of them on Hugging Face, you need to test them. That's why this domain comes, right? So there are companies that are providing these kind of products. Now, every AI model that will be deployed will need security testing. And of course, there is a demand from compliance to get that done on time. Look at AI agent security. So 83% plan agentic AI, only 29% are ready to use it as per Cisco. I've already mentioned agent non-human IDs will outnumber humans 82:1, as mentioned by CyberArk. And most of the, or 92% of the legacy IM solutions don't handle AI. There is a risk. So any company that's deploying AI will need approach, strategy, people to secure these models. And nobody has that person. Looking at quantum safe crypto. So NIST finalized 3 PQC standards in 2024. There's an attack called Harvest Now, Decrypt Later. So that's very active. There's a migration happening. So it's a crypto migration project from legacy, something that can be broken by the quantum computers have to be migrated. And there's a lot of jobs with multiple companies who are using cryptography, and everybody uses cryptography. Okay. Now, other domains that are created by AI SOC platforms. There are platforms like Torque that perform 95% auto resolution. A company called Dropzone reported that their growth was 11x because of this technology. Another domain called agentic defense is there. There is another domain called agentic identity. This is for agents, 82:1 data. Remember? LLM security. This is a market that's going to go by $1.98 billion to almost $6 billion by 2029. You will need more roles, 3 times as per reports. AI governance, AI penetration testing. Look at Pentera. It's valued at $1 billion. And the demand is outpacing supply as per reports. AI software supply chain security, or entire AI supply chain security. It's the number one risk. Now, in each of these new domains, you have new jobs that will come. New skills will be needed for that. If you look at where the money is going, look at 3 big ones. Google invested in a cloud security company called Wiz, paid all over $32 billion. Palo Alto acquired CyberArk for identity security, largest deal ever on identity, $25 billion. Cisco spent Splunk money on Splunk few years back for observability and convergence. The AI security funding that I've tracked is over $6 billion in 2025 alone. $85 billion have been invested in M&A by the big 3 companies, Zscaler, Palo Alto, CrowdStrike. Pentagon, which is a cybersecurity, which is the US body, US federal body, they have increased their budget to $15 billion. I'm sure all other countries will follow. So, as per reports, that the AI cyber market growth will go from $29 billion to $234 billion by 2032. Why so much money going into this sector, right? I like to follow money. I'm sure you have heard that in movies. We have to take these as these patterns and understand more. Let's do a double click on what Palo Alto, CrowdStrike, and Zscaler are doing. Palo Alto had a $2.3 billion quarter, good business. They spent over $30 billion in M&A. Their acquisitions include identity security, Chronosphere for observability, SOC, so QRadar, then AI security, Protect AI, COI security for agentic endpoint. This will create new jobs like platform architects, going after the theme of platform, AI SOC operators, identity engineers. CrowdStrike, a $1 billion quarter, spent around $1.8 billion in M&A, acquired companies called Signal for identity security, Seraphic for browser security, Adaptive Shield for SaaS security, Onum for telemetry, and Flow security for data security. Okay, Zscaler, Red Canary for security operations, MDR, SquareX for browser security, SPLX for AI security, Avalor for mesh. Okay. Now, all these companies, all these acquisitions will create new sort of jobs. Every time there is an acquisition, there is a new job category that gets impacted, or existing job category gets transformed in time. Okay. Also, if you look at the job data, what I found it that skill set is a global problem. Okay. There are 4.8 million unfilled cybersecurity positions globally. 84% of the or 88% of the organizations had a security event due to skill shortages, and now 64% of the postings require AI ML skills in cyber. Okay, look at India, 1.5 million people needed by 2027. South Korea, there is a gap of 77%, so they need around 31,000 people. UK, there is a 49% skill gap, 11k additional professionals needed. Okay, Middle East, there are 150k plus jobs across Middle East that are posted. So software engineering jobs are down, cybersecurity are up by 12%. Remember, every AI deployment in any shape or form will need security engineers, people who understand AI and the cybersecurity convergence. So it's a structural demand mode. Okay. Now, what do you have to do now? So, one, review yourself, get into diagnostic mode. If you're in a shrinking domain, as I mentioned in the past, start moving today. Okay. Pick one AI skill, learn it in 30 days. Most postings required, 64% of the postings required. If you are at entry level, focus on cloud security, IAM, data privacy, penetration testing, AI, depending on what you are understanding it. Is skip the traditional L1 SOC role knowledge for now. Okay, go ahead, learn it, but don't rely on it. Keep following the money, understand where the money is going, new categories. And if you are a CISO, by the way, upskill your current team on AI tools before posting another junior analyst role that AI can do in 2 minutes. AI does not replace you. Someone who uses AI better is going to replace you. That's the key thing. So the bottom line is, stop asking, will AI replace security jobs? Start asking, what skills do I need for domains that AI is creating? Keep learning, keep going. I'll see you in the next one.